The one thing I've truly love about the Cowboys fan base is it's that or nothing. I love those expectations.
Yes, now or never. Never lose sight of the goal.
Sometimes you got to go out and do some things. The Cowboys did that.
Dak Prescott, you better cash in right now while you have this opportunity.
I will prevail.
Ooh-wee. All right, Dallas Cowboys, Mooch. We're about to pick this schedule right now. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's do this.
7-9 last year?
They were 7-9 last year.
Not good.
I think
better, though.
I think they're going to go on the heater. I think they win in that New York.
Yeah. Okay.
Uh-oh. There you go, right there. At home against Washington, I think they come out hot. This one's tough. It's at home, and Baltimore's a physical
team. They can run the football. We'll see how much better this defense got in the offseason with Rashawn Gary, Caleb Downs.
Right there. That's going to be tough. At Houston.
Ooh, good defense.
Really good defense. You got to block those guys. I give them a win. It's still in Dallas. It's still in Dallas. At home versus Tampa Bay, I give them another win.
All right.
4-1.
Look at that. They're happy over there in D-Town.
At Green Bay.
Oh, tough one.
Tough one.
It might be snowing by then. I don't know.
Hey,
okay.
That's week 6.
Okay.
Okay. At Philly.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I would say maybe they split with Philly at best this year.
So if it's at Philly, let's give them an L here, and then later on we'll give them a win. At home versus Arizona, I think they'll take care of the Cardinals. At Indianapolis Colts, I think they take care of the Colts.
Okay.
I think they take care of the Colts.
All right, look out. Look out. Here comes George Kittle and the boys.
Knows what's going on.
All right, that's a good one. They play the NFC West. That's a tough division. All right, there's one of them.
I give them an L on that one. I give them an L.
Okay, they can get this one, right?
Yeah, they win that one. And we split them.
So
we
split them there.
The other one at Seattle.
Okay.
That's tough, man.
Okay, what are we at the bye?
Okay, at the bye, 8-5.
All right, they got to do a self-scout.
That's tough, man.
They're going to need 2 weeks to prepare for these guys.
Give it to them as
Wait a minute, you're going to give it? They're beating the Rams
after the
right
bye.
Over here in this stadium.
After the bye.
Okay.
Okay, that's 2 weeks getting ready.
Okay, here we go.
Man. Come on. All right, at home versus Jacksonville, I give them a win.
Okay.
At home versus New York, they beat them at New York early.
Well, then they should win again, right?
Boom. All right, last one.
Wait a minute. Okay. You got them 12-5.
12-5. Come on. 12-5. Come on, Rhett. We got the Dallas Cowboys.
From Pittsburgh as Aaron Rodgers gets a little work in before the kick. The only work he will see tonight. We'll see a lot, though, of Will Howard and Drew Aller, young QBs in Pittsburgh. All right, you're going to see plenty of football tomorrow. Quadruple header live on NFL Network, starting with the Bills and Browns. And then we will get to a matchup in Miami, where we'll see Jackson Dart, the New York Giants. Eagles and Patriots, plenty of intrigue there with A.J. Brown. Now with the Patriots back against his former team in the Eagles. Speaking of Dart, that was a hit back in week 1 of the preseason. Remember, the issues leaving the game, missing some games in his rookie season was certainly a topic of conversation for Jackson Dart and the Giants. Missed 2 games after becoming the starter last year. Spent some time in the blue tent. Michael Robinson, what kind of growth do we want to see from the second-year QB?
Well, first and foremost, and I think Tim Hasselbeck said it on ESPN last week, when you get hit, Jackson, get up. If you don't want to go to the blue tent, get up. Like, he's laid on the ground. Of course, the independent neurologist is going to think something is going on. Of course, all the doctors on the sideline that are paid to make sure we're healthy are going to make sure you go on the blue tent and at least check you out. I mean, we were watching Bo Nix earlier, right? And we saw Bo Nix break his ankle and pop up, and you heard me say, you know what? He popped up.
Yeah,
Pop up, man. Get up off the ground.
Don't put me in here anymore.
And not only for a blue tent type of a deal, it also shows the rest of your team and guys on the sideline that you're here to fight. You're here to, you know what I'm saying? So, to me, Jackson has to make better decisions, not only just with the football, obviously, because he's a franchise quarterback, but with his body, right? And control his emotions out there. Because sometimes I think we saw early in Josh, and my man Josh Allen up in Buffalo. When he gets very excited, that's when the bad plays start. Just calm down a little bit.
I like this guy a lot, but more importantly, John Harbaugh likes this guy a lot, too. But you mentioned decisions. We talk about decision-making for quarterbacks throwing the ball, right? Yeah. When to throw it to this guy and that guy, and when to throw it away, that sort of thing. You got to make decisions when you're running with the ball, too. Let me show you. You got to make decisions when you are taking off with the ball because you have to protect yourself. This was a slide, but it was late. Slide sooner, okay? You're out of bounds. Get out of bounds sooner. You took a big hit. Now watch these hits that he took last year. He with this
Yeah, we don't
passing
need a
arm.
stiff arm,
What
right?
are you
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
right
yeah.
here? All right, and then you're not Jim Brown. All right, you don't be your own blocker. So he's a tough guy. I love how he plays. But I'm sure John Harbaugh's going to say, listen, protect yourself, and you got to be a smarter runner. Okay, coach. All right, they're going to get that fixed this year. He's going to be a good player.
All right, let's continue taking a look at some of the matchups we're going to see on Saturday live here on NFL Network. One of those, of course, will be the Eagles and the Browns. Remember, Sal Powell talked to AJ, and AJ's like, "No, I haven't talked to Jalen yet." Well, look, they did talk. Okay, they did have a nice little embrace. There's a smile on the face of Jalen Hurts.
That's because they know everybody watching.
Yeah.
You know?
What do you think he said?
What I think he said?
Hey.
I love you, man.
Man, watch how you talk about me in that media. Watch how you talk about me in that media, man.
That's brotherly love right there, right?
Brotherly
Philly.
love.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's talk about how A.J. Brown's departure from Philly will impact Jalen Hurts in this Eagles offense.
Well, they have to replace him, and replacing a good one. A.J. Brown was very, very productive over the last few years, right? Mm-hmm. Very instrumental in winning Super Bowls and winning over there. But now they have a core of wide receivers. When you're a young quarterback, and you used to play quarterback at Penn State, and you got that featured guy, you kind of force it to him too much. You're always thinking about pleasing that guy. Now he's got, Devontae Smith over there as the number one, and then you got Mekhi Lemon, and you got Wicks, and you got Hollywood Brown, and you got a bunch of guys that can spread the wealth around, and there's no pressure on Jalen. He'll be able to go through his progressions without any grief. Let's do this the right way. Let the system work for you. And you know what? He's missing a good receiver, but now he has probably a better receiving core all the way around.
Oh, so you saying because A.J. Brown was there, the quarterback wasn't able to go through his progressions? Because the receiver on the outside was there, the quarterback wasn't able to throw it to the right guy.
Well,
is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying?
Listen to me. When I was coaching in Green Bay, quarterbacks, Brett Favre, Sterling Sharp, Hall of Famer, was our Z. Mm-hmm. And you go, Brett, you know what the progression is? 84, 84.
Yeah. I understand
and
that.
Brett goes, okay. So sometimes you just feel obligated, all right?
But when you got a Superman or a Batman standing on the outside that, when the first guy off the bus, he scares everybody on the opposing team, that's A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown is the stop guy, the slant guy, the guy that oh, I dropped back. I don't know what this coverage is, but you know what I do know? This guy's going to win. That's what he's going to miss with A.J. Brown not being there.
Yeah. Well, we'll also get a chance to see from the NFC East the Dallas Cowboys, who showed they got some fight in a joint practice session with the New Orleans Saints. Try to keep it clean.
To me, it showed me that, Clint is coming in. He's got to change the culture. The Raiders haven't been good for a very long time, right? And so he has to say, look, everybody's competing, even the quarterback. So I think in the quarterback room, he's probably, the guys in the room probably know that the guy over my shoulder, over that shoulder, will probably be the quarterback week one. It's just one of those things you got to say publicly.
Yeah. Speaking of saying things, Fernando Mendoza, Mooch, don't stand in front of him. We're still talking.
I needed to look at him closely.
Okay. So Fernando, after week one, felt like he was a little sped up, despite the positive performance, right? Said his feet were a little bit fast. And even with the pick six in this game, felt like he saw it better, a little bit slower. How does that kind of influence his development?
This is the process. This is the development. When you see things for the first time, it's like, hey, here comes that blitz. Oh, wait, get rid of it. Well, he was better. He was more calm. He said it many times in interviews afterward, which means that's good progress. It's going to continue like that until he experiences everything multiple times where the game slows down and he understands this is a fire zone blitz.
So you're saying he needs reps?
We need reps. That's why he's going to start again here. And then with Coach Kubiak, he did say something that we all looked at each other like, it's competition on every position. It's always going to be like that way. Probably not always going to be like that because when you get a franchise quarterback, everybody knows he's going to be the guy, and now the backups are competing. But I get it. First year, make a statement, develop a culture. Everybody competes. These two guys will compete. We think that Kirk Cousins will be the guy, and eventually he will be the franchise
But even through some of the mistakes, I saw Fernando show a short memory, man. I mean, the next drive after that interception, he went 3 and out.
That's growth.
Then he drove the team down, and he got a field goal. You want to see how a kid responds in preseason before the bullets start flying.
He's on track to be a real good one.
Yeah, indeed. And another opportunity as we get to preseason week number 3 for the Las Vegas Raiders. It is still